September 11, 2022. This is an area I got a call from a new customer. I guess he's got an oil boiler, and he said he had a couple of problems. He tried fixing it himself. Now he can't get it to run. So I'm gonna go over there and see if we can help him out. Said he changed the filter and the nozzle. Now he's not getting an oil flow. So we'll go by there and see if we can find out what's going on with it. A couple of towns down. I guess he's seen me on the YouTubes and I'm within driving distance, so he's calling me to help him out. So I don't mind. Go over there and see if we can find out see if we can get it going for him. I don't see why I can't. I'm usually pretty good with that shit. Never a dull moment.
See, I do more refrigeration. I don't really mess with the oil, unfortunately.
Yeah, this thing's not looking the healthiest.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly stuff, man. It's ugly.
And you say you couldn't get an oil flow? Because this is going to need to be upgraded, this protected oil line.
Yeah,
if I can get a flow here, let's see if I can get a flow. Okay. Did you try bleeding it?
I tried, but it's not coming. I don't know if it's the valve that's fucking up. I don't know what it is. It was working fine. And then it was
working fine until you touched it.
Until I touched it.
Isn't that how it works, huh?
Yeah. So, I feel like this is deja vu from one of your videos. This is so funny.
Yeah. Think it's funny?
No, not really. Hey, it's coming out of my pocket, so it can't be that funny. Analyzer on this thing like a month ago. It was running fine.
Did you put a new gasket in there too?
I did, sir. Yes.
Alright, so that's fine.
Yep, I went with the same type of filter that was in there. It was like a...
Because if this isn't tight, you're going to have an issue with...
air?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you might want to take it apart, just to make sure I didn't fuck it up. I don't
Well, it's loose right there. That was loose.
Well, don't you... I had it broken because I was trying to bleed air out.
No, that ain't how it works.
No?
It's got to pull. You got to pull a good vacuum because it's an overhead line, and that's why it wouldn't bleed.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Well,
I was trying to break the... Oh, man. I don't know. Yeah.
That's your problem right there.
Thank God you're here, man. You're the dope. You're the dope seed. You hiring?
Hiring?
Yeah.
No, I work by myself, unfortunately. We can get it to bleed.
Then you'll leave it.
You're gonna need to upgrade that oil line eventually. But if I don't have to,
send me a quote if you want.
Yeah.
Go back on a day when it's slow and do it. I don't mind.
Let's see if we can get it to work. Because I don't know what's happening with this control, and there's a lot of things that are going on here with this thing. It might be that the oil line is just compromised in the ground.
Could be that too.
Yeah, that could be what the problem is. The oil line's compromised in the ground. It's in the ground, right?
Yeah. Could be seeping or leaking from there.
Because it should be pulling.
Should be?
It should be, yeah, and it's not.
It's not. See, I knew something was up, man.
So why don't we just run a new oil line, because it's, like I said, it's an issue.
Let's do it.
It ain't that big of a deal.
Okay, no problem.
And then it'll be done. No matter what you do, you got a new oil line here anyway, right?
Yes.
So we ran a new oil line overhead. I just use electrical clips. I'm fine. I got the long ones. I think that the problem is this is compromised. Like I said, I can't blow it out because it's in the concrete. Right? So let's see if we can pull it now. You said you had this down to 1/8 of a tank and it was still running?
And it was still feeding.
Alright. So we're overhead now. There's no more oil line undergrounds. been discontinued. You can break off the other end if you want. Break it right off at the floor level, and then it's done.
Okay.
And we'll see if we can get a oil flow.
All right. I know. It's gotta be it. I mean, let's see what else we can do. There's not really much left. Unless we get to...
Oh, this controller you got here is kind of a little on the scary side. It could be the filter in this pump is blocked too. How bad was the filter in this filter here?
It was waxed up.
Really bad?
Well, I guess I can't answer that because I'm not an experienced technician like you. All right. It was bad.
There it comes.
There it comes. Steve, what you talking about, baby?
And they still have a block filter there. There we go. Yeehaw. Yeah, it's alright. We'll give it another how you doing once that cools off. That line in the ground was rotted. Gonna let this cool. It won't reset until it cools down. Look at this old fucker. Yeehaw. Let it cool down. Let that cool down. I can jump out this FF. Getting a good oil flow now.
Yes, sir. There she is. There she is. Man, back on.
Yeah, you know your bearings in this motor's all smoked. You can hear it.
Bearings in this, you think I should?
Well, let's take one step at a time. I just got it running. Let me look at it, okay? Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't mean to come to you.
Yeah, the bearings. You got any oil? We could oil this thing.
I might have some of that that swing spout stuff.
I got some tranny oil in the truck. I could put some in there and look at it.
So, where I was getting concerned was...
Wow.
Is the dad in there?
Yeah, you gotta do something. You gotta adjust that. Give it a little bit more air. Huh? Just gotta give it a little bit more air. Everything's all busted up.
No, I'm sorry, Steve. The house is 150 years old or whatever.
That's better there with a little bit more air.
Okay. I just bought a piece of crap. The highest price, right?
It's got a
old house.
you know what this is? That's for a hacksaw blade.
Wow, somebody got creative, I guess.
Yeah.
So Steve, if I cut and paste the new oil.
Alright, so that's running there.
Alright.
You got the low limit set. Not using a low limit, so you got that at 120.
Yeah.
So it's gonna heat up to 120 and then shut off.
That's all I need. At 40. That's all I need.
And then the heat part runs the circulator. When you turn the thermostat up, the other part, but it ain't gonna run until this gets up to temperature.
Yep.
Let me get some oil and see if I could oil that motor.
Thank you, sir. This is awesome. So it was the oil line in the ground.
The oil line in the ground was junk.
Okay. All right.
And I can't blow it out or anything because it's not legal.
So my guys don't bash me too bad for that, man. Because they're just like, come on, man, you're the cold guy, you're supposed to be the oil guy. I'm like, dude, I don't know shit.
Could just be that, you know, the thing's old. Could be the bearings are shot on that.
Yeah, I mean, I saw it.
Did you tighten up the nozzle tight?
Yeah.
When you put the nozzle in, did you tighten it good?
Yeah, I used fixed wrenches and tightened it good.
Alright, so you're good there. I don't see it dripping anything, so I think you're going to be okay.
Think so?
Yeah, you got to give it a little bit more air. You should have run a little 75 in here. I would have ran it.
You would have went with a 75?
I would have, yeah.
Oh, dude, the 0.8's killing me.
That's alright.
Alright. What do you think it would be to change the
I think you should leave it alone. It's running.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, wait. But when I get the chance to change the boiler, will you come and do the vent in the gas for me? Will you quote me to do that?
I'm not doing anything unless I do the whole job. I don't patch and match, no.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
You want the whole job?
I can't discriminate against anybody, you know?
No, I understand. It's just because I'll cut and press the boiler in, it's just I'm not legally able to do the other stuff, that's all. Yeah.
See, what happens in a case like that is guys that aren't too familiar with it, they slash it together, and then I gotta pull a permit on it, and my name is on it. I look like an asshole because it's a hack job.
I see. Alright.
So I don't do it for that reason.
I get it. That makes sense.
If I do the whole job, I got control over the whole job. It goes in, I can put my name on it. Other than that, I'm not doing it.
Well, can you throw me a quote? Will you send me a quote if you have time? Tell me what the price would be. I'll see what I can do.
At least it's running.
No, I'm very happy. Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to.
At least you got it running. Right?
Thank God, man. Thank you.
How long's it been?
3 days.
3 days.
Yeah.
3 sleepless nights.
Well,
No.
yeah, when it gets cold at night, man. Cold and lonely. It's crazy how
Cold and lonely.
But I'm glad I waited and I called you. Thank you.
What was happening before, it was starving for oil because the oil line is rotted in the ground, and it was starving for oil. That's what was happening.
I felt it. That's why I had to take it out. I had to do something.
I can't touch it because the way it was under an insurance problem waiting to happen.
No, now we're good. Now that, like you said, it's gone. Whether we change it or not, it's you know, it should be no problem.
You know, obviously the burn is old. You can hear it giving it the old winding. It sounds like my ex-wife.
Right.
Whining. Running though, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Very appreciative. Even sounds a little fire.
Yeah, and you don't want to run out of oil because then you're going to bleed it. But you know how to bleed it, you said,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think my confidence is back up now. That oil line fucks with my mind, right?
So you don't have to, you put a new filter in there.
Okay.
You don't leave both of those closed because you got to pull a vacuum.
Okay.
That's only if it's over there,
Yeah.
and you got gravity to bleed the air out.
Let's see. Okay.
So you can't use the gravity method here because you're pulling overhead. You got to pull a vacuum.
Got to suck it.
You know what I'm saying? So you leave that bleeder closed.
Airtight.
Airtight, and then when you run it, you'll pull the vacuum.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Alright, so she shut off on
And
low
it sounds
temperature.
better. It sounds better now.
Now go turn up the thermostat and see if
Okay.
that kicks in.
Yep. Should do it, right, sir?
Now with the low temperature satisfied,
overheating the house because I'm satisfied, you know, some days it get us up to 80 degrees without calling at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I turned
So,
that.
no, this is what's happening then. I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because you got no flow check in this thing. So it's maintaining temperature,
Yeah.
right? And you got no flow check. So, oh no, you do have a flow check. You got one here,
Okay.
but look it, somebody opened it.
Oh, you son of a gun.
You see it? So
Yeah.
that has to be closed.
Oh.
And then what they'll do is, this will only open when you run the circulator. That's what a flow check's for.
Yeah, so only when pressure is applied against it.
Somebody had it open,
Okay. Why do you think?
unless it's a faulty one.
Yeah, maybe.
No, we gotta shut this all the way.
Okay.
And the only time this should open is when the circulator runs.
Alright.
Somebody opened it. Sometimes they get stuck.
Okay. Yeah, because heat's gravitating to the first floor.
It's working gravity.
Yep.
8-degree temperature change will circulate water.
No way.
Yeah.
I know, because they're still getting hot even though the circuit's not running.
Oh, that's because this is open.
Yeah. See, I work on gas oil shit, man. It's throwing me off.
Well, this is gas and oil's the same shit, guy. This is hydronic.
Hydronic, right, yeah.
So, you know, I'm shutting this.
That's a full
Unless-
check valve.
Alright. Alright, so that's engaged now.
Okay.
There's a little thing in here. This was open all the way. So now, when you run your circulator, this should open and let the heat through. Look, you got all big volume. We got big radiators, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Feel it. It's hot already. It shouldn't have been hot unless a circulator was calling.
No way. Okay.
Alright, so that should take care of your issue there.
Yeah, the circuit's not calling. Alright.
Right now, you got the thermostat turned up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's going to call for heat, and the circulator's not running, unless it's off on low limit.
Yeah, it's probably off on the radiator's cold.
Yeah, when it gets down below 110, 120, should shut off. Oh, there we go.
It'll take a while for this house to come up to 10 now. Drop it out to cold water.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. Every time it comes back, she shuts off on a low limit. But look at that shit, huh? All right, so I think you're gonna be okay.
Thanks to you, Steve.
180. You got old-fashioned radiators?
Yes, sir. Cast out.
You could run that down to 160 if you wanted.
Whatever, yeah.
It doesn't have to be that hot as 180. You could run it at 160.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Well, I mean, at 160 is plenty hot enough for them radiators.
Okay.
Put that cover back on there. Yeah, because I don't want to keep all the bugs out of there and shit, you know?
Okay. I was even like, how the hell does this controller work? Well, you take that bottom left.
Oh, them aren't cheap. Them right there, big bucks.
Yeah, I just changed them from my mom's house.
What is it, like 800? This control with a long probe like that, you're looking at about $800 to buy it new. Fucking no, crazy money. If that went, I would go with a regular control and then just put a protector relay if it was me.
A regular controller with a protector.
That's what I would do.
So wait, it would only, so the control would only call, it wouldn't like...
This is a main operating control plus a protector relay. See the red button?
Yes.
So if this thing, if I wouldn't pay $100 for one.
No, you...
I would put a boiler control in here, change the probe,
Yeah.
change the probe, put a regular boiler control,
Oh,
and then put a regular protector relay in and rewire it. That's what I would do.
Like a mechanical switch, right? Style, is that what you mean?
No, you'd have to go with a regular boiler control and a regular new style boiler control.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we ran an overhead oil line and reset the air damper, and she's running. I oiled the stuff and whatnot, but what a shit show. This will make a good video.
Sorry if I interrupted.
Huh? That's what you call a shit show. No?